Hey everybody, this is Paul. I just keep saying it, right? This is Paul. Hoorah! Shout out to all my military members out there. Um, why does your claim fail? I tell you what, some of the most senseless things I've heard is that you submitted a claim and they just denied me. They just denied me. And then when I asked the veteran questions about, did you do this? Did you do A, B, and C? Well, nobody told me. Then why did you submit the claim? Majority of the time, your claim fails. You need to know the difference between a service-connected injury, and you need to understand the difference between secondary injuries. And you need to know that your claim is based on actions that took place on active duty and how they affect you today. All those things come into play when you submit your claim. You can't have an ankle problem in 1974 not being seen from all the way to 2010, not being seen by any doctor, no diagnosis of anything, no treatment of anything, expect to get 30, 40, 50% for it. At best, you're probably going to get service connected. Now you must see the doctor. But that's after the claim has been submitted, so you get a 0 because it's in your service record, but it has not been treated. Same thing as when you get off active duty. When you do your final physical, they give you 3 things that you should submit to the VA for compensation. It was diagnosed, but it wasn't treated. So that becomes service connected and a 0. You have to understand work must be done and you're being compensated for how it affects you today, gentlemen and ladies. Just because it's there doesn't mean you're going to get 10, 30, 40, 50%. I guess we got to make another video about how the numbers work. Stop being upset because you do have to work. I know I'm gonna get some flack for that. Not everyone is being denied because it's in your book and it's there. You have to pay attention. So if it's in your book, it's going to become service connected. If it's in your book and it's diagnosed, it's going to be service connected, especially at the end. When the VA diagnoses you something, it does not automatically mean it goes back to when you were on active duty, because it has to be connected. Service connected means there's something, some type of information and documentation says it happened from between you joining the military and 180 days after you left the military. 180 days after you left the military. That still counts. The ER and the BASs and all the places you go, that information still counts. We have to understand, you would like to think that the VA is against you. What's totally against you is your inability to be thorough with your information in order to get all the compensation you can for your claim. I can't stress that anymore. This is why your claims fail. Telling the VA you hurt your ankle or your knee playing football on active duty, you have nothing that says that you hurt your knee that day. Even if you have buddy statements for that. If you have buddy statements for hurting your knee on active duty, do you have any documentation after active duty to show the problem with the knee? So that all goes together. When we were talking about our records, that's why you get records after you on the military, they count too. The ER trips, everything counts, but you have to locate it and be able to share that information with the VA. I can't stress it enough. I talk to maybe about 30, 40 veterans a year, and they tell me about half the information that they do. Now, when someone gives you good information and it's for free, you should apply it. Why? Because it's free. And they want you to have the compensation. No one tells you bad information on purpose. They may tell you misinformation, because they were ignorant of the rules and regulations of the VA. But most of the time, people telling you things that can help you. And yes, information gets upgraded. Yes, things change. Form numbers change. But the majority of the time, you fail is because you lack the information to make a great case for the rater to look at it. And that's why I said when you read your record, you highlight the information for the rater. You want his job to be easy, to find exactly what you're talking about and connect it with your information from your current doctor or the current VA records to make sure that you can get that compensation. I can't stress that anymore. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is when you get denied. We're not there yet. Don't submit it yet because some more things we got to do. I got some more gems for you. So hoorah and have a powerful day.